firestorm that we hope will burn long and strong across this nation. So I sat there and I watched it for a couple of days, and each of those days my husband looked at me and said, "I can't believe you're not there." A week ago Friday, I finally called my mother, and on Sunday morning we packed the car, my sister, my mother, Representative Diane Russell, and my 3-year-old niece Kaylee, and headed west. We decided what we would do is hand out coffee and hot chocolate and hand warmers because they really looked cold out there. And we did that. We found, fortunately, a New England-born company, Dunkin' Donuts. They gave us a great discount, and they were really proud to be helping out. As we picked up our coffee and hot chocolate, they explained to us that their own workers drove 29 miles every night to protest. They get 3 hours of sleep, and they get back to work in the morning. And they've done that every day that entire week. When we got to Madison, we didn't find what I expected to find. I've been to a lot of rallies. These people were not radicals. These people were not people who even complain very much at all. They're family people who focus on raising their families, paying their bills, and living their lives. And these people were forced to take to the streets to defend themselves, to defend their jobs, to defend their right to bargain collectively. It was amazing. We heard stories. People would tell us, "I was here, I slept in the Capitol. I slept in the Capitol on the first night, the second night, the fourth night, and the sixth night, and I'm going to be back again Friday night." Teachers were bringing classes to the Capitol. They returned to work. They just obtained permission from the students' parents and brought them to the Capitol for the day. One of the greatest things that I think we learned while we were there was the sustainability of their plan. Everyone that had to go to work went to work. They showed up every day as they could for a 12, 2 o'clock, or 5 o'clock rally. The people who worked a regular day showed up right after work and protested all evening. The people who were able to stay in the Capitol, the young people, the retired people, and an individual spouse who had the time to give. They protested, rallied, and kept the drumbeat, and I mean literal drum beats, going all night long, and then they slept along the hallways in the daytime. There were no fewer than a dozen restaurants who gave away food. No one was capitalizing on this effort anywhere. They gave away food as they could. Ian's restaurant became instantly world famous for closing its front doors, no longer taking local orders and only taking national and international orders on the telephone, and giving away every slice of pizza that they made for the last couple of weeks. Now, even though Ian's became famous for that, every pizza place in town helped out. They all shared the orders, they all shared the work, and 100% of their pizza has gone to this effort for the last week. And I ate a piece of macaroni and cheese pizza, guys. That was really weird. So I think the best thing we can learn from them is the idea of sustainability. We're in a place where we need to stand up. We need to stand up as one nation. We need to stand with Madison, and we need to tell our own governor that when he comes to take our rights away, we will not sit down.
I want to remind people that this is just the beginning. Next week, the MSEA is going to be having rallies as the hearings commence in the legislature, and as many of you as can come out in solidarity with them, we'd like you then too. There's more details online.
Dory. Hey, I saw video.
I can't tell you how moved I am today. Can you hear me now? I can't tell you how moved I am today. When I came up the Capitol, all I saw were folks that disagreed with us. And I came around the corner thinking, gosh, I'm going to be here all by myself.